Brandy. Hello.
Hello.
Episode 757.
Ooh, I love that.
And Sarah. Hello.
That sounds cool. That's a
How
very
are you?
nice number. I am doing actually awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What?
I'm really excited because Eli's sister is getting married this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
And I get to do some of the floral arrangement and the floral design for the reception.
I
Not
didn't
reception.
think that's what you were going to say.
Oh my God, I'm so excited to do this.
You're excited.
Oh my gosh.
All those centerpieces. Calling your name.
I am so thrilled.
What is
Honored.
the plant of choice?
I'm doing a lot of eucalyptus.
Oh, you get to choose? Or
Yeah, well, she gave me pictures. Like, they gave me...
Okay. They have,
you know,
what they want.
Inspiration. And I'm just, yeah. And I made Eli, I didn't make him. I did this, completed the paperwork, and then submitted it for him. Get all set up with his, wholesale license and, business license at a wholesale flower mart. So I'm getting all the goods.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, yeah, I got it. They emailed me today, say, go ahead, shop away. And I was like,
That's
woo, it's Christmas! So
dangerous.
I know. I am so excited. I am doing that on Thursday night.
Sarah needs a budget.
Oh, my God. Do not let me drink before I go do that.
Wow, that's going to be great for you.
I know. See, that's why I'm so excited. It's like Christmas.
Okay. Yeah, no wonder you're awesome. I thought you were going to comment on, wedding, dance floor activities, which I love.
So excited about that, too. And his
Yes.
family, everyone
They go for it.
dances. They're the last on the dance floor.
Love it.
Oh, so you are also the wedding dancing queen.
I love wedding dancing. It is
And you're very good at it.
perfect.
Yeah.
I don't know how you could be good at it.
You know how?
I'm enthusiastic.
Yes, I was going
Yeah.
to say the same thing that we say about being good at sex.
Yeah, right.
Enthusiasm.
That's so true. Yes. You don't need moves.
No.
You just need the joy and passion.
Yes, excited to be here.
Yeah.
Into it.
What's your, when it goes on, when, I Will Survive comes on and everyone screams, all the women scream.
Oh, yeah.
Is there, a song where you're like, oh, this is my song, I have to be out there?
Not one off the top of my head, but I would. Oh, yes. I would say Beyonce, anything by Beyonce, and
Yeah.
especially, what was the song she did? Before I Let Go from the Homecoming tour, the Coachella.
I've never even heard
very
of that
good.
song.
It has a dance moves that go with it.
Oh, my gosh.
Very good. I don't know all of it. Yes. It's
Okay.
very good.
Wow. Well,
And
you
so
are
when
way
that
more
comes
prepared
on,
than I
Yeah.
could ever be.
yeah, I like all those. I like. I mean, this is going to sound annoying, and I don't care what anybody says, but the Cupid Shuffle.
Oh, is that the one with instructions?
Oh yes.
Uh-huh. Yeah, what's wrong with that one?
To the right, to the right.
Yeah,
to the
everybody
right,
loves that.
to
Let's
the
face
right,
it.
To the left, to the left, to the left, to the left. Now kick, now kick, now kick, now kick, now walk it by yourself. Now walk it by yourself. Okay.
She loves it. She can't
I freaking
stop.
love that song. That is so fun. And they tell me what to do. It's a no-brainer.
Is that a one-hit wonder, that guy? Is he just some
could
guy
not even
that
tell you
talks?
who sings
Yeah,
the Cupid
right.
Shuffle. No idea. But
This is why.
if he got paid
Right.
for
This is why my goal in life is to create a one-hit wonder, because he's anonymous. He doesn't have to
Right.
deal with the paparazzi or anything.
Yeah.
But that guy that's just telling you how to do it,
right,
gazillionaire.
gazillion.
I'll never forget when we found out that Grandma got run over by a reindeer has made
Stop it. I forgot that.
$11 million or something. An insane amount of money for a really silly song.
See, what are we doing?
I know, right?
This is what I think I would say twice a year, about every 6 months, a song that we sang at summer camp
Yeah.
goes viral.
Like Baby
Fucking
Shark or
Baby
something.
Shark?
Yeah.
I've been singing Baby Shark for 25 years. I could have put that
On the map.
Spotify.
Yeah.
And
Right. Who has the rights to that?
I mean,
Somebody really happy.
I got more for you. It's I don't have the skills or ability or follow through or attention span to be able to actually bring any of this to life.
love
but
that
gosh darn,
list.
do I have the material and the content.
That's really funny. You're like, It was like the Chris Farley bit. Like, okay, I don't bathe myself. I don't wear deodorant.
Okay, so I have no skills, I have no abilities, and I can't really sing. And I just found out recently that I'm not tone deaf. But I really think I have the
went to
potential
camp in the 80s or whatever year.
Stick with me.
It's so funny.
God. So yeah, that's how I feel too.
Okay, well, I hope you have a great
WTF.
time, Sarah.
I will.
So easy. I was telling a story to Sarah before we started recording, and she said I had to share it with all of you. So here goes.
Yeah.
I went to the Eagles because I was jealous of Sarah. I mean, that's the whole reason.
I love this. I like, and also you did look like you were tearing up when we like.
I probably was.
I think you did. I like if you have not watched the video version, I think that it is worth it probably because. I think
I was
and
green with envy.
I carried. I was like, oh my God, I like broke Susie's heart. I'll never do that again. What was I thinking?
Yeah.
So go ahead. This is not about me anymore.
Okay. Well, anyway, I had a great time. We had a blast. But as I pointed out on my Instagram, this is not a standing show. This is a sitter.
I mean,
because the audience is, they've been through a lot. They're older. And so I honored that. I'm not going to ruin it for everybody. I understand how these things go.
They don't want your youthful energy
They do
reminding them of their bad hips.
They do not.
Yeah.
And so that is where my enthusiasm is not welcome.
Yeah, this is true. Yeah.
But the gal next to me was wearing this Already Gone shirt, and it's an Eagles song. And so when they started playing Already Gone, I was like, oh my gosh, if you stand up and shake your moneymaker, I'll video you and send it to you.
Who wouldn't like that? You offered to record
I'm a content creator. I know.
What a gift. We all should be so lucky.
So I was standing for, 20 to 30 seconds, and this old biddy behind me was like, smacked me and goes, I can't see through you.
Oh, I cannot even believe she said that.
It was so bad. Wait, here's the best part, which I did not tell you.
Okay.
Which is that I did it. I sat down because I don't want to get into a fist fight with some old hag. But the next song, they said, everybody up on your feet. So I stood up, and then I was on the Jumbotron.
No!
It was the best justice ever. You know, she was fuming. It was just great.
Oh, because your enthusiasm and energy was recognized by
and appreciated
operators
by
and
the roadies,
broadcasted.
Operators.
Oh my, Susie, what joy you have filled me with. Good,
thank you.
What a good day.
Hey, karma, goes around, comes around. I did nothing wrong, you old coot. Woo. Anyway, it was great. Thank you for inspiring me through jealousy to go to the show. It was so worth it.
Yeah, I'm so glad you had a good time.
Thank you, Sarah.
Yeah, you deserve that. So,
but
just doing what I can over here. Doing the least.
What is almost as good as an Eagles concert is when I pull my wild grain bread out of the oven.
Oh, delicious.
And sink my teeth into that delicious loaf.
I mean, every season is bread season, but don't you feel like fall is especially bread season?
Yes, I do, because
also
it's
soup
season.
Yes. Thank you. Wild grain soup is really just like a way to
inside
eat more
hug.
bread.
Yeah. Yes, that's so true. I had people over this weekend, and we had the last of our bounty of tomatoes from our garden. So I made homemade tomato soup, and then with my wild grain bread, which you have to get the everything bagel.
Yeah.
So it's everything sourdough.
Oh, I have not had this one.
And I made grilled cheese sandwiches to dip in the tomato soup, and it was so good.
I know how your grilled cheese sandwiches are. They are good.
It was so good.
Yum.
So you got to try wild grain because all of it's great. They've come frozen, the loaves, the pasta, the pastries, everything. But then you bake it right then, and it's like having a bakery in your house. And everyone's raving, right? Don't you want people raving about your food? Yes, you do.
Yes.
Here's the deal. You can now fully customize your wild grain box. I should just get like 6 of those freaking everything sourdough loaves are so good. So you can get any combination of breads, pastas, and pastries that you want. So if you want a box of all bread or pasta or pastries, you can have it. Plus, for a limited time, you get $30 off your first box, plus free croissants in every box when you go to wildgrain.com/braincandy to start your subscription. You heard us. Free croissants in every box and $30 off your first box when you go to wildgrain.com/braincandy. That's wildgrain.com/braincandy, or you can use our promo code braincandy at checkout. So yummy. Great for the holidays.
My stomach is actually rumbling. I wonder if the mic will pick it up. If I put it close enough.
Yeah, let's see if we can pick that up.
It just did it a second ago, so...
Andrea, our editor, maybe you could add some rumbling in there just so we can sound legit.
I bet you won't even need it. It was loud.
Okay, I hope we can hear it. So, Wild Grain's the solution. I also wanted to tell you a quick story. I don't really like personal anecdotes that much, because...
God, we're so similar yet so different.
I want to get to, the articles.
Like all I do.
But I did want to tell Sarah about the warning that I got from the police officer.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I love that Susie is the one that...
I know. I went out. Can you believe I left my bunker twice in 1 week? It was crazy.
Wow.
So I was in a kind of bad part of town, like the place where all the young hooligans go to party and drink and be crazy.
Okay.
And I know that it's a bad part of town, but I guess I didn't put 2 and 2 together that let's say up here in the suburbs and you get a yellow light, you know that thing where you go, I'm just going to go, where you're cutting it close to going through a red light. Well, I did that there, and that's a mistake because half of everybody in this place is a police, down in this neighborhood. So I'm like, I'm just going to go. I'm the DD. All my friends are high as kites. I went out with all these teachers, and they were letting loose.
I love it.
And I was their freaking driver, and I get immediately pulled over. And then it was this cute little lady cop, and she did the whole song and dance. Which, by the way, if you're a police officer, please stop asking questions that are stupid. Like, did you know you went through that red light? What are we doing? Why are you asking me that? Right. What is the point there? Yeah. Do they want me to just say yes, I did?
I've played that game before, and
you said I did know that I was speeding or whatever.
Yeah, I was going this fast, and you know what? I didn't see the sign, and I was thinking as I was driving, this seems too fast for this road, and then it gave me a ticket.
Okay, well maybe that's meant for people like you.
I thought my honesty was going to get me out of it. I really, really did, but that didn't work. Okay, continue.
They're basically begging people to lie. She's like, "Did you know you went through that red light?" And I'm like, "No." And then she was like, "Is this just a night out for you gals?" I'm like, "What are we doing here?" Anyway, so
she's trying to see if you're drunk. That's what they're doing.
Okay.
They're assessing your sobriety. So if you can't answer that, and if you're getting all weird, then she's gonna be like, "Ma'am, get out of the car."
Oh my God, can you imagine?
Yeah.
Well, I just said...
when you don't answer right or you get slurry, so she needs to hear you talking a little bit and
Okay. Yeah, it's
look at me I'm a cop. I know fuck all about this, but that's my guess.
Sarah backs the blue over there. Okay, so then she comes back after she did my license and stuff, and she said she was giving me a warning, but then she really was. She goes, "I just want you to know, everybody down here is drunk. You need to be careful."
See?
She was genuinely worried about my safety.
Oh my God, she's giving you a warning like that. It's the opposite direction warning that I thought it was. She's saying, "Hey, you're too good. You're too nice. Get out of here. This is only trouble."
She's probably thinking, "You're wearing a blazer, ma'am. What are you doing down here?" So anyway.
And if you were there trying to buy drugs, they're 100% selling you sage. Dried sage. You're getting dried basil. No chance they're giving you anything that's not fake drugs.
I'm telling you, it's a good reminder, why staying home is pretty nice, because it was a real rigmarole. Let me tell you. It really was gals' night out. Those teachers really know how to party, though.
Yeah,
Holy
teachers, therapists, doctors,
because they've been through so much, and life, work is so hard.
Yeah,
I guess so. I'm we podcast, we drink while we work. Like, I don't need to blow off
It sounds
steam.
like we've already started, but we haven't. This is great.
Okay, so that's that story.
Suze, great story.
Thanks, Sarah. I appreciate it.
Man.
I hope we have similar, things happen when I'm in Colorado, like some sort
Definitely.
of shenanigan.
Should we tell the people what we are signed up to do?
Yeah, you should.
Yes, I'm very excited. So I signed us up for a sound healing session, like sound bath session for two. And I emailed them and I told them all about us, like not all about, but I was like, this is my podcast host and my best friend.
God.
And we, have stressful lives and blah, blah, blah. And we're looking to recenter ourselves. And
That's so nice. So that, is this like required? You have to explain your intention. Oh, you just volunteered
them
that.
to, that's
So great. Well, I was thinking about it because I told Adam, and I'm like, this sounds like it's going to be really soothing because it sure does sound like that. It's like a massage, but with vibrations.
Yes.
And I thought, they're my two favorite things, sound and baths.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Right.
And for a year of adventure, you got to try this.
Yeah. I'm excited.
We're running out of months to get the adventures in.
You said
it's
it.
A new.
I'm doing the best I can over here, though. I'll tell you what.
You are freaking crushing it.
Thanks, Sarah.
Yeah.
Next year, it'll be like the year of sleep or something.
Yeah, like you know what? Maybe. I'm seeing a lot of stuff out about sleep and how like much of it we need, especially to fight off the things that you don't want.
I know. Sarah,
I know.
Are you getting enough?
I have really.
You're trying to amp it up.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I've definitely increased my sleep. Like I'm not waking up as early. I'm like letting myself. I'm
good.
Not getting up at that first like 5 a.m. like, oh, time to wake up. Like, no, we'll sleep until 7. It's okay. There's nothing that you do between those 2 hours that, what I did is instead of staying up until midnight or 2 a.m., I just switched it. Now I get up and have those extra, but I don't need to do that. So just like sleep. And it's been lovely.
So just like sleep. I asked my sister how many hours she gets, and she goes, I can do 9, but I prefer 10. And I was like, that is a hearty time.
Your brain
and
is
I like
clean.
it when people know how much they need.
Yeah.
Because everybody is different too.
And I used to be like, oh, I only need like 5 hours. Nope. Nope.
What are you, Jay Leno over there?
I need 8. You need I may be functioning on that, but what I need, my brain feels better and I feel less anxious and like I don't challenge
Rested?
my thoughts. I don't challenge my, like it's easier to recognize which thoughts are garbage thoughts and you're like, no, that's dumb.
Yeah.
Or which thoughts you don't latch on to.
That is so true.
Bullshit.
Those trigger thoughts.
Yeah.
When you're tired, man, they have a real leg up.
It's like we're powerless against it. It's like whatever happens in our sleep, it builds up some defense against that. And yeah, that's what I notice.
Good. I'm glad. Because remember I told you in the Pump Club how it said they interviewed a doctor and it said how 2 things people do wrong. They underestimate the importance of sleep and they underestimate the damage that alcohol can do.
Yeah.
Like those are 2 big ones that people think like are harmless. Like if you're not getting enough sleep or if you're like binge drinking.
Yeah.
After your teaching shift.
Yeah. I notice such a difference with like, alcohol. I just am so sensitive to it now that
we're not getting any younger
more
over here.
Selective about how and when and doing the things to kind of prep for that. Like I'm like, okay, I better drink my green drink today. I better like make sure I take my magnesium and
That's so true.
Yeah.
We're so old. I love it.
I freaking love it.
I'm into it.
Me too.
That reminds me, were you sad about Suzanne Somers? Because you know how she was real into wellness stuff and because she like had breast cancer and then she went like real like homeopathic in her approach to treating it. It was controversial.
I honestly did not know she just passed away.
Yes, she did.
I didn't know that.
2 days ago.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I mean, not like you're attached to Suzanne Somers, but like she's an icon, and
yeah, she is.
She made $300 million on that Thighmaster.
Wow,
can you believe it?
I can because
you think those things work?
Yeah, I do because I remember my friend Ashley. Shout out to Ashley. Her mom had one, And it was great. We had the Thighmaster and the Jane Fonda workout mat. And every time I spent the night at her house, she'd use the Jane Fonda workout mat. It was like just like a foam mat.
Yeah.
And it was what I used as like a sleeping pad. And I put my sleeping bag on top of it. So she'd always be like, come over, I'll lay out Jane Fonda for you. And it was, we were like
great.
in second grade, which is like a hilarious joke at even that age. And so we would like lay on Jane Fonda and do the Thighmaster and like try it. And now she's a fitness instructor and like nutritionist and like super big in the health and fitness world, my friend,
Yes.
Ashley.
Yeah.
So,
I
feel like it was definitely
yes,
it was. I think it was. So I think she probably has Suzanne Somers. She probably got emotional about.
Oh yeah,
I would
bet
imagine.
she did.
She's like fitness
R.I.P.
icon.
Chrissy Snow and
Yeah.
Suzanne Somers. But not R.I.P. to my Honey Love leggings. Those things are going to last the test of time.
These are now my go-to uniform when I go to physical therapy.
Oh, right. That's a perfect,
Right?
perfect idea. Yeah.
It is so nice. I feel so comfortable. I like that I don't even have to wear anything underneath. I just wear those. And
yeah, that's what it literally says. Like you don't even have to wear
and
skivvies
like
if you don't
really
want to.
you don't. It is enough padding and everything like layers in there to where you're
Support. That's
Yeah.
the thing. Like the Honey Love stuff, what I notice about it is the support and just like feeling like it's high quality.
Yes.
It's not going to let you down. You're not going to bend over and have the old peep show situation.
Yeah.
Have you
Yeah.
seen that?
Or like
and then
the roll up of the shapewear. You know,
Yeah.
I've gotten the ones that I really am into silk skirts and dresses now, like slip dresses. But I got to wear something underneath those.
Yeah.
Come on.
They are unforgiving.
Yeah. And so I tried on another pair and you could see the lines right through it. I was like, absolutely not. This defeats the whole purpose.
Right.
No problem with my Honey Love ones.
I want to try the Superpower short. I've heard good things
Yeah.
on the.
I'll be wearing
Honey
this
Love.
under my dress for the wedding I'm going to this weekend as well. So that as to have no chafing on the dance floor.
There you go. She's going to be held in,
Yes.
supported, and ready
Yes.
for some dance. And treat yourself to the best bras and shapewear on the market. Save up to 50% off site-wide at honeylove.com/braincandy this month only. Inventory is
50%
limited.
off?
Yeah. Sarah's on the website now. Inventory is limited and the sale ends soon, so don't miss their best deals of the year. After you purchase, they'll ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. It's time to ditch the underwire for good, thanks to Honey Love.
Yeah. I love
Hate
that. bra.
underwire. Okay. I'm still thinking about Last Stop Larima. I'm so glad you watched it.
Oh man. But it's one of those things where like 50% of the time, if not more, I was like, what the fuck am I watching? I don't even know what's going on here. Like I do, but
Because it was just like too many characters.
yeah, and I don't even think I finished it.
Okay. Well,
I don't know what
I want to
happens
tell
in the
you
end.
the final 5 minutes when they played this song, I think it's called I'll Always Call Australia Home. And they're showing what Larima was, the town of Larima, and then what it became, and then what it's about to be now that these people are all kind of dying off, frankly, and the new generation will or won't take over. And it was really moving. I would consider it, no lie, one of the some of the best 5 minutes in
exactly what I
documentary.
didn't watch. Got
It was like, oh, this was not a murder mystery. This was not about a death. This was about mortality and like how people fight over the dumbest stuff and how like you look back on your life and you take stock. What did I do? And there were people that regretted things and they said like, I miss this person or I wish things were different. And those things are really powerful to me because I guess I'm in a midlife crisis or whatever, but you know, the idea of like regret. Yeah. Like thinking back and being like, oh, that wasn't as important as I thought, or your priorities were off. Those kinds of things are interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, Sarah was focused on how the men all wore short shorts.
Yeah, I was like, these people are bizarre.
Right. It's
and you really do
Australia.
have to watch it with subtitles. Like I was, a lot of times I'll have like documentaries on the background, like while I'm doing notes or while I'm like,
you can't
whatever.
do that. Yeah.
I could not. I might as well have been watching a foreign film. Actually, I mean, technically it was.
Yeah.
Yes.
I watched on Amazon Prime, a couple brainiacs told me to watch the one It's called Desperately Seeking Soulmate, and it's like about the twin flame cult.
I want to see this too.
I think it was 3 episodes.
Yeah. That came into my Instagram like peripheral about 2 years ago.
Like to say like, hey, twin flames are a thing, kind of. Oh.
Yes. And then I didn't take the bait, so they gave up on me or whatever. But that was definitely that account. That couple was even coming up into my feed. And my instincts were like, nobody's that fucking happy.
Yeah.
I'm a couples therapist. The best couples.
Calm down, right?
Calm down. Mm-hmm. The Gottmans would have a lot to say on this. And even those two are like, she drives you crazy. He drives you crazy. Like,
yeah. Well,
we love each other.
Like it's their whole brand, of course, is this idea that you're to find not just like a soulmate or someone you connect to deeply, but the other half of you, like as if you're one person.
This is stupid.
And it's such a good example of like what religious studies scholars have said is basically replacing those old cults where, you know, you're in a place and you meet in person. Now it's like the digital thing. And to isolate people within that is really, I don't want to say impressive, but because it's not good, but it's, you imagine, wow, that takes some skill to do.
You know what? Hearing you say it kind of feels like the man behind the curtain, like Wizard of Oz. Like we're able to do it because you can hide behind the life that you project that doesn't necessarily have to match what you're actually living. Whereas if you were in a cult that you went to, there's a chance you catch the leader.
That's a really good point.
Weird.
Yeah, like they're leveraging the advantage of the distance.
Yes.
To manipulate people's emotions, which is a whole different skill set.
Yeah, right. This is like, and as soon as, unless you pull back the curtain on the, it does seem like the great and powerful Oz, but then you're like,
these are these goons. And that's what I did like about it, is that it showed, especially him, the man guy, his name's Jeff, like how he was the kid that you grew up with.
Like the leader of, like the guru, like who's chosen by the divine is going to be named Jeff. Sorry,
like,
I do a podcast with Therapy Jeff, and I think he would make that joke. Like, okay,
right? Well, her name is Shalia, so I think
that makes sense.
Yeah, that's a cult name.
That's a cult name. But Jeff
that's the guy that works at the 7-Eleven
and hosts a therapy podcast. Yeah, not leading a cult. Well, maybe, but okay.
Well, he is the guy we all knew growing up who was like kind of like a theater kid, or like just silly and really loves attention, always had like a new plan of like even in high school, like a business idea, that kind of thing. Sarah's like, wait, I think that's me.
Yeah. No, again, it's the person I'm following. I am following.
Well, remember when you sold candy outside of your high school?
Oh yeah. I did.
You were like, I was just passionate about candy.
Yeah, I was passionate about money making. Yeah.
But anyway, I like that because once you see somebody in their true habitat, the facade is silly.
And doesn't that kind of line up with, we watched a documentary about Jonestown last month for Candy Club.
Candy Club.
And in one of the documentaries we watched, it talked about how he was growing up and how he was very like, kind of in a way, it sounds similar. Like whatever was the thing he could convince everybody to get excited about. He was like a salesman and a preacher and a,
I mean, that's essentially what a cult leader is, a salesperson.
Yeah.
But if you're not familiar, though, I mean, what these people, what I wasn't expecting is they had, even though they sort of presented as very LGBTQ,
Oh, no, they're like man and woman.
Positive. Yeah, they believe that every couple ought to have this masculine and feminine, and that if a couple doesn't have one, they would like force them.
Don't you think that's rooted into patriarchy, and it's just another way to have like submissive women, and like they pretend like, come on, Come on.
They were like pressuring people to transition and stuff. Like trans. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. And in the documentary, they pointed out how it's basically like conversion therapy, but like into transgender lifestyle.
That
it's
is
bizarre.
So fucked
disturbing.
up.
Yeah. So anyway, it was long, but I mean, it was interesting because I'm interested in cults.
I'm definitely watching this.
Yeah. Ugh. I'm not into it.
And just, okay. And it's so, you know, we talked a lot about this when we talked about cults in our candy club, but like, you take advantage of like the thing that people are craving the most. And it makes sense that especially like pandemic time, we're like craving connection.
Yeah.
And there was so much isolation and so many people were alone. Mm-hmm. And then you like see other people who are like partnered up. You would feel like so desperate for connection in the same way that people are desperate for like, what cults of the past offered. This is just a new take on that.
Well, and the move of people out of traditional religion has left a void. Yeah. People still want community and meaning.
Yeah.
Those things haven't changed, but they aren't getting it from a traditional religious situation. So then these things can swoop in.
Yeah.
Especially if they're teaching you how to find like this love of your life that's magic or whatever, when that's not the reality. Mm-hmm. People are people, man. All this like, you know, happily ever after.
People are people.
They're exploiting this romantic ideal that doesn't exist.
Right.
Jeff.
Right.
You bozo.
Don't listen to that, Jeff. Listen to our Jeff.
Yeah, listen to therapy,
Come
Jeff.
on. Right?
And listen to me when I tell you to get some specs from Pear Eyewear. They are adorable.
Cute. I mean, it's the season for, like, you're going to holiday parties.
Yeah.
You know, like, we get to
be festive.
Yes, it's festive. That is the word. I was like, yeah, you know, this time of year. What is it? Like, yeah, festive. That it would be it.
And it's fun because you can get like a traditional base frame and then you can get all different fun of the pop-ons to change the look up. And I think it's so easy. You do the digital try-on, and it's so affordable. And then you just upload your prescription. It's not like some big deal. They have wider base frames because there's like a comfort and style issue that I guess there was like a void. People were like,
like more narrow. They want like a wider frame.
Yeah, so they have like kids, men, women's, whatever you need. Make every look merry with Pear Eyewear. Go to paireyewear.com/braincandy for 15% off your first pair. That's Pear, PAIR, eyewear.com/braincandy. And they also have sunnies that you can get the pop on of just the sunnies. So you're wearing prescription frames.
You don't have to get two different glasses.
Yeah, and I love that.
Boom, boom. Yeah.
Okay, moving on. I watched on HBO, they have a documentary about a supermodel I'd never heard of called Danielle Luna. Mm-hmm. She was a black supermodel in like the 60s and 70s, I guess. And I was excited to watch it because it said how was the first black woman on the cover of Vogue.
Oh, wow.
And she was just like this Amazonian, like 6'6", just gorgeous figure.
Yeah.
And I was like kind of sad because literally everything else about her was sort of either complicated or like unlikable.
Oh.
And I didn't want that. I wanted this sort of icon who was forgotten and getting her due. Oh. In a way she is, but really the only redeeming thing is this beauty. She like didn't really she didn't talk about her blackness. Like when asked about it in interviews, she would sort of be like, I'm from outer space. Like she wouldn't, which I understand why you might shy away from it. But if you're watching the documentary thinking this is going to be like a hero story of like somebody who blazed a trail, that is not what she did.
I understand like if you're looking for
like mainstream.
Mainstream appeal and to be received by, there are people who have prejudice against black people, but not aliens, which is like it sounds like I'm making a joke, but I could absolutely imagine some fucking idiot reading that and feeling like, oh, well, like in some way your brain is like more accepting of that. And that's fucked up. Mm-hmm. And there was something like says like survival about that. Like,
I'm sure.
You know?
Yeah. And it wasn't worth it to be Miss like, yep, here I am, take me or leave me. You know, maybe she didn't want to be that person.
Yeah. Because wasn't there kind of a similar feeling? What was it? The Donna Summer?
Donna Summer, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, because she ended up becoming a Christian and kind of saying things maybe about the gay community. And it's ma'am, you're the disco queen. I don't know who you're talking to right now.
Right. And I wonder, like, I feel like all bets are off, and you know what? Like I say, an unusual reaction to an unusual situation is a usual reaction.
Yeah, right.
So I feel like these are like unusual. Like, if you're the first Black woman on the cover of Vogue, that is trailblazing and different, and you know.
And I'm not trying to pathologize or sort of condemn. I'm saying if you think you're going to watch one thing and then it's like, ooh, this is complicated. This is somebody who's like not doing the perfect story for today. She's surviving, like you said.
Yeah, man.
But she was an interesting character for sure. She kind of put on this like accent too, where she was like, it almost sounded like not from the U.S. and you're like, you're from Michigan. Oh, you know,
why do so many people like? Is it like there's like something that happens in like the supermodel world or like
they want to be exotic or something?
Yeah, where it's like they put on, you know, like even Madonna did. I was like, Madonna,
yes,
you're not British. Stop it.
She's from Michigan too.
Stop
what
it.
if this is just like the Michigan accent and I don't know it?
Oh, that's funny.
Anyway, that's on HBO if you're interested. She's certainly beautiful. She died of a drug overdose like before her time. Complicated. And she has a daughter who was in it, and she is beautiful, of course, too. And okay.
Did you see that there's a who was married? Priscilla Presley documentary movie coming out?
Yeah.
And it's Priscilla Presley's who like wrote the book.
It's both
like her.
based on her book. Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, I get goosebumps.
Elvis and Me.
That's
was
gonna
her
be good.
book.
I think that's like the only Elvis movie I'm into.
I will definitely want to see that. Sofia Coppola is the
cool.
I guess director or producer, but I don't know, man. Like that book, Elvis and Me, it's something because like Elvis started dating her when she was like 14.
Oh God!
And he was very controlling about sex stuff, and it was super weird. And her parents like let her move in with him when she was still like in junior fucking high or something. Oh, she's living at Graceland, getting a ride in a limo to like ninth grade, 10th grade.
Okay,
you see what I mean? And so there's this like
they didn't show that in the trailer.
Well, but that's because like this is sort of just the facts, but then there's the mythology of Elvis that are in conflict because we don't think that's okay anymore. So what do you do?
Oh God.
People are complicated. Heroes are
complicated.
All I got left is Fred Rogers here.
That's right.
Knock on wood.
I know. And Tom Hanks. I got him right there.
My God. Right, Woody.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a website called The Pudding. They do really cool studies, and they go through data and make charts, and they're always interactive, and they show really cool stuff. And the latest one that they did was about the last, I guess it'd be 10 to 15 years of romance novels.
Oh, okay.
They did all these like graphs showing.
I love when they do this. Like what words have changed, what themes have changed.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this shit. I live for this.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's sort of like you probably knew, but like they show you it so you can actually, oh yeah, I've seen that. I know what that is.
Yeah.
Because you know, the old timey, like 80s and 90s, like Harlequin, Fabio.
Yeah. Fabio. That's it.
Whole thing.
On a horse, white horse.
And
He's
they were, like,
wearing
oil
ripped
paintings.
off. Like, yeah.
Why?
They were oil painting.
Why were they oil painting?
And this is pre-filter. So somebody actually had to be commissioned to do that, which is hilarious because that's a 4-step process. Somebody conceptually comes up with it. You hire the actors who pose for the photos. Then you send the photos off to somebody else who's then going to paint it. And then they put it on the cover.
Oh my God.
It's always funny when you think about things like how many people
how the sausage is made.
Yeah.
So to speak. Yeah. So, okay, that was a whole thing.
And sausage is made and it's a romance novel.
Literally.
That's a dick joke.
Thank you, Sarah.
You're welcome.
I do not know why, but for some reason that period was called clinch. CLINCH. They called those style clinch covers.
Okay. Oh, because I think they're clenching their
that's a different word.
Okay,
That's clutch.
Then you're right.
But maybe
clinch.
No, I don't know either.
What the hell does clinch mean?
Listen, I don't know, but they say that since that period of time, it moved into photographs. They fired the guy with the easel. Oil painter.
If this happened to coincide, when did Bob Ross pass away?
Right.
Because if that timeline lines up, I got some questions.
Right. Bob.
The happy trees.
Sounds like you painted a lot more than landscapes. So they moved into photography. The oil painter was fired. And then more recently, from 2011 to today, more and more and more, they started using I don't know what graphics, cartoons or just not people, but
really animation.
Probably animation or illustrated covers, I guess they're called.
Okay. I would need to see this.
Well, they were saying how people feel more comfortable carrying them around than the other ones, which I bet were more like housewives by their bed, those ones.
Yeah.
And now women are out and about in life. And so they don't want to carry around Fabio with his shirt open, I guess.
Yeah, that makes so much sense. They do look different because I do kind of have this feeling of what happened to all the romance novels? They're not in the grocery store anymore. No, they're there. The book covers just look different. Yes.
It said that Harlequin back in the day with those clinch or whatever they are.
Oh, I'm looking at this is an awesome website.
It
article.
Is. They are great.
Okay, I had to know what she was talking about. Yes.
They said that back during the clinch period, Harlequin actually would give ladies I'm assuming it's mostly ladies reading these, a fake cover to put on top.
Yeah.
If you didn't want anyone to see the real cover.
I can see that. That makes sense because a lot of them are and I think as a reader, you'd want to see sometimes who the character is. There's a erotic novelist, I guess, that I follow on TikTok. I think maybe she listens to us or somehow we got our stuff overlapped and I ended up following her. And she has there are models a real person that then has his own Instagram account and personality, and she uses him on the cover of the books and the maybe not even the cover, but he's this character, and so he's living out he's playing out.
Love that. That's fun.
I love it too. And then she does videos where she shows up in his reel, in his post, and she's it's super cool. So I can't remember who that is, but so
if this is getting you hot and heavy, maybe you would want to hydrate with some liquid IV. Just an idea. If you're reading those romance novels and you're glug, 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 I need something. I get it.
It's important.
It's important to hydrate.
Sometimes,
takes a lot out of you.
Yes.
And liquid IV is our favorite, even if
puts
you're
it
not
back into you 4 times the rate of water.
That's right. You get hydrated faster. They have a gazillion flavors now. They have sugar-free ones, the white peach, really yummy.
I was
the
supposed
lemon
to give
lime.
my brother a box when I had a bag for him that I saved, and then he left without me giving it to him.
Hey, sorry,
He
sir.
really wanted that. It's helped him
Aw,
a lot
that's
with some like muscle spasms in his legs that he gets from being dehydrated.
Right.
And so he notices that he doesn't have
That's
a
what
big
Adam
problem
has.
with dehydration anymore. So
It's so great, and it's got 3 times the electrolytes of like a sports drink, but it has vitamins and nutrients. It's just great to have on hand in the car, in your purse, when you travel, go to the gym. Grab your Liquid IV Hydration Multiplier, sugar-free in bulk nationwide at Costco. Or you can get 20% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use code CANDY at checkout. It's 20% off anything you order when you shop Better Hydration today. Use promo code CANDY at liquidiv.com. Yeah. They also said that another metric that they were tracking was diversity, and they were saying that the illustrated covers probably help if the characters are non-white, because then white people will still buy the book for the story without realizing. Because if you put a black
right.
model on the cover,
Right.
then there's implicit bias and actual outright racism that might prevent some people from buying that. So this may be a move to sort of like make it even, which I think is good.
I do too.
It's funny to
I like
see on
things subtle, like.
Well, they said it's not as raunchy
imagine.
either. They measured raunchiness,
Yeah.
and it's gone down, down, down. They want people want romance now, not hot and heavy.
Oh, like you mean not just on the cover, inside the book?
Yeah, the content.
Oh, wow. So they want okay.
Probably
if that
because
is
there's
exactly what we were saying before, more connection and more romance. Like that's like the twin flame thing, and like what people are craving is like
deep connection.
Yep.
Right. And now also you can get PORN anywhere, anytime you want. So it's not like you need a romance novel for erotica.
Right. We more like need a romance novel to get us relaxed and feel safe and calm. And if we feel safe and calm, then we're ready to do it. I've been saying this like that for women and men too, and people, for humans, that it's not like that the feeling of excitement and arousal and wanting to do it. It's like happening on like a train, it's like a train, and one station is aroused and ready, like for intimacy. The next station over is calm and relaxed. The next station over is like just a regular human. The next station over is like worried or a little bit stressed. The next station over is like anxious. And the next station over is like fear and terror. And if you are in another station, you cannot get to these first station, you cannot get to that like first stop of intimacy without going through all of those other stops. It's not like we just can go from like fear and terror to like turned on.
That is
And I think true. It really is. And like so many people are like, and usually it's like we're in like the worried or stressed thing. And maybe our partner's like, oh, I don't understand. Why aren't you like in the mood? Like first, like make me feel like not stressed.
A regular person.
Thank you. Then do something to make me feel calm and relaxed.
Give me a foot massage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then we're at the station for doing it.
We're moving in the right direction.
Yeah.
All aboard.
Then choo-choo, welcome to Pound Town.
Welcome to Pound Town. That's great. That is so true. Yes. I'm glad you did that. It's like a public service because people need to hear that.
Yeah, because I in my longer explanation of it, I talk about how like some people think it's like a hallway with just different doors that you could just go in if you're in like stress or fear or worry, that you could just like go into the hallway and then just like choose another door because they're all available right there. Nope. It's not like that.
You like really put a lot of thought into these metaphors.
I don't. They just kind of come to me.
Really? Well, it's because you're a visual person. You're a visual thinker.
And it is like, if you are one of my clients, get ready. We got metaphors.
I bet people love that.
They do, because then they just think about like, what station am I at? Not this one. What do I do to get to the next one? And that's way better than thinking, why do I feel so crappy that I'm not in the mood to do it
Yeah, you're just at the wrong station.
I'm there. You're just like, no, I can't.
Okay. By the way, a fourth of adult fiction sales are romance. So
what?
This is a huge, industry.
Yeah. If you're a woman who enjoys writing and you are looking for something to do on the side to just maybe make an extra dollar here and there, I feel like you could self-publish books on there, and with, the AI tools available.
Well, that's what happened with 50 Shades of Grey. It was just self-published.
I feel like anybody who has that ability and skill, and, you're writing your own fan fiction in your head, just look at that. 1/4
Yeah, why not?
Book sales. Hello.
I know. Listen to this fun fact, except it's kind of sad. It's fun. A team of researchers installed speaker systems at 21 watering holes in Greater Kruger National Park in South Africa and occasionally played different sounds when animals approached. Turns out animals really hate human voices, and almost all species will run away more often and do so faster, even compared to sounds like lions or gunshots. Across 4,000 interactions, animals were twice as likely to run away upon hearing a human voice compared to other sounds, and ran away 40% faster.
So basically, here, kitty, 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 ain't ever gonna get anything. Like when I'm yelling at the cows, come over here. They don't want to do that. Okay.
What is the reason?
Are you kidding me? Have you met people?
Yeah, but if gunshots don't have the same effect, then I'm kind of confused.
I feel like
they're just leave me. They want noise canceling headphones.
They totally do. And okay. So as you've seen those images of the watering hole, sometimes there are lions only attack all these animals. They only attack when they're hungry or when they're defending. There are times where they're all chilling together. They're all at the watering hole, and they're maybe on alert, but they're not eating each other right there and then. It's not. It's a lion is a threat sometimes, but when he roars, it's okay, he's maybe not a threat right now. A human is a threat all the time. A human is if you hear that, seems like
so is a gunshot. Well, maybe not if they don't know it's a gunshot. If they just know it's a loud bang, I don't know.
Yeah,
I just can't believe
it feels
that.
Like humans. That to me, that makes so much sense. I'd be that species. Well, okay, this is it. So, for animals, lion may be scary sometimes, maybe not scary sometimes. For us, a lion, scary all the time, right? So if I hear, because I only know them like that. If I hear a lion roar, I'm scared. Maybe it's like that for lions and animals. If they hear humans, they're always scared. They don't know the difference between trouble, right?
Nothing good's coming.
I don't know if that's a friendly roar or a I'm about to maul you roar.
Yeah, you're right. So, I think that's right.
Yeah.
I love it, though. I just love the idea that they're I don't even think I thought they were scared. I thought they were oh, God, not this.
They're I'm out.
We're just
I'm
the
out.
worst.
Oh, these guys, I'm fucking done. I'm out. Right.
The ones ruining the planet.
Right.
No thanks.
It's even if you heard a bunch of I don't know, seagulls squawking, you'd be no, I'm not going over there. It's a bunch of those guys.
God. We are the seagulls of the land mammals.
Yeah. Annoying. And just don't feed them. Don't go over there. More of them will come.
Don't let them pet you. They will never leave you alone.
Right.
You're right. We're seagulls. Okay, well, that's depressing.
More, or mine. Oh, we are seagulls. I see what they did there.
That hurts.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I can't help it. I am who I am.
Yep. We get it.
All right. Let's wind it down.
Man, good app.
I threw in some anecdotes for you, Sarah.
Yeah,
Thank you
was
for
really
listening.
good. We talked about the Eagles and how, if you go see the Eagles, you just don't be prepared to.
Yeah, I mean, you'll get to sit down if you're into that. I normally am a real big fan of sitting, so.
Aren't they the song? 'Cause I'm already standing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. When
that's what my whole joke was.
I know,
but
Instagram. Now I'm they say standing too much for all sitting show.
Right. I know.
That's like if House of Pain said you're not allowed to jump.
That is exactly right. Thank you. See, metaphor, analogy, whatever. Perfect. You're right.
Thank you for knowing exactly who I'm talking about and what I'm talking about.
And if you're into rockumentaries, the Eagles one is one of the best there ever was. And they used to have a banjo in the band. Maybe bring that back. I'm just saying, Don Henley, you hear me?
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind a little banjo.
Yeah. That is cool.
We're going to a sound
bath. What
bath.
Talk about?
Well, Suzanne Somers, R.I.P.
Yes.
Twin Flames.
Oh God! Right, that documentary.
You know who uses that language all the time? Ricky Lake. She had a partner. I think he died by suicide, and she always referred to him as her twin flame. Oh, she's real into that.
Okay.
Do you think they invented this phrase? Where did that come from?
I feel like it has some sort of like, I don't fucking know. Like it probably
Machine
in the same way, like
and
manifestation and like what is the secret is. What is the word starts with an A that I'm thinking of?
A law of attraction?
Yeah, law of attraction. Mm-hmm. Yes, how the law of attraction is like, come on, this is like physics, like literally.
Right, okay.
Like,
it's not woo-woo, it's just...
Yeah, and then they just have like they've taken a concept that fills, you say novelty and familiarity. Mm-hmm. That feels like the blend of that.
Mm-hmm. Like it just sounds legit.
Yeah.
But someone just said it one time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Megan Fox and that Machine Gun Kelly say they're twin flames too. Seems like those twin flames are nothing but trouble if you ask me.
Twin flames are burn the house down.
Right. Danielle Luna, it's called Supermodel on HBO Max. Interesting story.
Kind of lazy with the name.
For sure.
We could have done better.
Although she wasn't. She made up her name. Her real name was like freaking Karen Johnson or something.
Oh, yeah.
She called herself Danielle Luna.
Oh.
I want to do that.
Yeah, you could. Whatever you want.
Okay, I'll think about it.
Okay.
And romance novels. Fascinating history.
Love this. That is a really cool... Yeah, make sure that you guys are subscribed to our newsletter where you can have all of the links to this. And because this article... that I
the pudding's great.
Pulled up as we were talking because I get like that sometimes. Have to see what you talk about. Is super cool, and so I will be spending our break just
you can interact with it, make things bigger, smaller, move things around. It's really fun. All their stuff is like that.
I love it,
and we love you. And we'll see you next time, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.